Welcome back again, podcast listeners. This is my Third Place podcast here on my Third Place Network. I'm Evo, and of course along for the ride on our version of the Karate MCU, the Miyagi Cinematic Universe. I figured that's why they just called it Miyagi-verse. But joining me on this trip is one of my best friends, and also lover of all Miyagi fandom, Brandy. Hello, how you doing?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Great.
Awesome.
Let's pay some respect and bow our heads as we welcome you to our dojo for a rewatch of Season 3 of Cobra Kai on Netflix. We made it to Season 3, y'all. Aren't you excited for Season 3?
I'm excited for Season 3. I think it just gets better and better.
It does.
It does.
Do you have an affirmation of the week, actually?
I do.
Let's start off with an affirmation.
This affirmation actually ties in, I think, very well with the episodes. So,
Okay.
I'm rising above the thoughts that are trying to make me angry and afraid, or afraid.
Rising above the thoughts are...
I'm rising above the thoughts that are trying to make me angry or afraid. That is the affirmation of the week, or the day, or week.
All right.
And I think it ties in very good, very, very nicely with the episodes, especially the first episode. Yeah.
Yes, that's great.
First and second episode.
First and second episode, yeah. Which we will be talking about soon. But first, let's get to what we asked last week. What was your inspirational movie of the 80s? And as we all know, Johnny Lawrence was Iron Eagle 1 and 2. But we got answers from the community, from the My Third Place M3P community. I don't know what to say, but some of them were like, all right, I guess I see you. Inspirational movies, that will it will inspire you. That will make you like, oh shit, like I feel inspired, I feel motivated. That's what we meant of the 80s. So you know where I'm going with this. Imagine our surprise, yes.
Oh, okay.
When we hear that a few people said RoboCop and Rambo 2.
I mean, okay, I've never seen either of those, so I guess I don't have an opinion.
Okay, so, all right, fine. I get Rambo 2. Robbie Doc said Rambo 2. I get it.
Well, yeah, I can see Rambo.
Rambo, like Sylvester Stallone. King of Hearts with RoboCop, though. Wasn't what? Where? If you feel inspired, go right ahead. I mean, it's good. It's all good. I think that we should invite him on here to explain why he chose that. Because he's also the one that writes his own music, and we've played his music. King of Hearts with RoboCop. That's also Oscar, also known as O'Anderley. He's the one that we all included the song Desiree. That's who he sings. That's who sings it. So, yeah, we should invite him on here to
explain himself.
Explain himself. RoboCop, sure.
We want to know.
We want to know why RoboCop is such an inspirational movie.
Yes.
Yeah. We also got Greg, of course, our brother, one of our best friends, with Rocky 2, which, yes, I agree on that one. Very inspirational.
Yes.
Rocky 2. Rocky, especially the second one is so. Yeah, I get you, brother. Adrian. Over on It's Just Randy, she said E.T., the extraterrestrial. It's inspiring. Like, I don't know. Okay. I think everybody just saw it like, oh, 80s movies, yeah.
It could be, but you never know. You can't judge until you know.
So I'm gonna have to go rewatch these movies and figure out why they're so inspirational. Why, like, yeah. Mrs. 420 Goddess says The Breakfast Club.
That's a great one.
One of our favorite movies here. Gotta love Breakfast Club. Eliza Queen loves Dead Poet Society. I haven't seen it. I should definitely watch that one. I think that's with Leonardo DiCaprio.
I haven't seen that one either.
Back in the days, not 80s, but so 90s. But it counts too. Empress of Queens Army says Over the Top with Sylvester Stallone. It's the arm wrestling movie.
Good one.
And yes, that is a good one. That's wow. The arm wrestling movie. I must say, watching Sylvester Stallone curl his lip while he goes down. Yeah. In much more ways than one, it is one of the craziest movies I've ever seen. Bent Not Broken says Field of Dreams. I've seen it only once. I loved it, but I haven't seen it since then.
I think that's I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen that movie, so I definitely want to see it again. But yes, I completely remember that movie, and that's a really good pick.
And speaking of that, I think Johnny Lawrence would love that movie. Like, that is so him right there. Like, oh, baseball, okay.
You think
quit
so?
being a pussy. Quit being a pussy. Go. Yeah, he would love that movie. And then we have our friend Micro, who says Big. The one movie with Tom Hanks and Elizabeth Perkins. And yeah, that was a sweet, sweet movie. I remember that movie. Like, what do you think? Was Big a great inspirational movie?
When I saw that, I was like, yes. She said not to judge her, so we're not judging.
No, we're not judging. We're not judging her, of course.
That is one of my. Who wouldn't want to go and put a coin in a magic machine and make a wish? I mean, for one, that's inspirational in itself. You get a wish of whatever, That's what he does.
I was thinking more of the toys.
Wait, what about the toys?
I was thinking
he plays with toys?
Yes, Tom Hanks at an older age and playing with toys. That is so me. I don't care about the coin machine, the big wizard coin machine. I don't care about that. I care more about the toys.
Okay, yeah, but that's how he got to play with the toys.
That's how he got to play with the toys. I love it. Micro, that's one of my favorite movies, by the way. It's the piano on the floor for me.
Mm-hmm. Chopsticks.
Yeah.
They play chopsticks.
And yes.
Yes.
And there's another scene where him and his younger buddy have to know. He has to get him to know it's him. It's like down, down, baby. Yeah, I remember that movie.
I love that part.
Yeah, I love that part. It was so hilarious. So, and it's very, 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 very great for this generation to watch as well. All right. We have more questions soon. So, if you guys still want to answer these questions, go right ahead. We'll mention you on the next episode. All right, let's do Cobra Kai stuff.
Oh, wait, what's yours?
What's mine? I said for Rocky 2. That was
did?
Inspirational.
Okay. And
Yeah,
I
Tom Hanks.
didn't know
It was
you were
big.
agreeing with that one. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, I agree with Greg. Rocky
I've never
2,
seen
very
it.
inspirational. Rocky 1, the other guy wins. It's called Rocky, but the other guy wins. Rocky 2, they get a rematch. The other guy wants a rematch. Apollo Creed wants a rematch. Like, why not? And so Rocky decides to like do the whole run the streets of Philadelphia. That's very inspirational. That's very motivational. Like, I get Greg where he's coming from with that. So awesome. There are others as well, I say. What about yours?
Well, I have two. One, you're gonna judge me as soon as I say it.
I didn't even judge Nitro. Come on.
I know you will.
Okay, what is it?
Girls Just Want to Have Fun. Have you ever seen it?
Who's that with?
Sarah Jessica Parker, Shannon Doherty when she was very, very young, Helen Hunt.
I don't think
Do you
I've
know what
seen
I'm
it.
talking about?
Yeah, I know which movie you're
Where
talking
she's
about.
an army brat, she moves to Chicago, and she just wants to get on her favorite dance show.
Oh,
That
the
one?
dance show. Okay,
Yes.
U.S.
Yeah, like I said, don't judge me. It's a fun movie, but also it is inspirational because, again, if you've seen the movie, people that have seen the movie will understand. They'll know. Like, she's going for, this is something she's wanted like her entire life, was to be on her favorite TV show, to dance. She loves to dance. That's inspirational. Okay, second one is Lean on Me. That is it's been a while since I've seen it, but it's very, 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 very good. Very good. And that is a teacher related one. Have you seen that one?
Lean on Me with Morgan Freeman.
Yes. Is it
Yeah,
Morgan
yeah,
Freeman? Is it Morgan Freeman?
yeah,
See, it's been
yeah,
a bit. Okay. No. Is it? No, it's not.
yeah. The teachers.
Mm, okay, maybe that's not the one. Hang on. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me see. I thought it was. Who did I think it was? Yeah, I guess it is Morgan Freeman. Who am I thinking of? There was another one. Okay, there is another teacher one, but maybe it's not the 80s. That is Morgan Freeman.
No, okay.
That's also what it is. It's a very good. Lean on Me is a very, very good one. It's one I cried. I do remember that.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, I've seen it. I loved it. You got anything else?
Nope.
No? Okay. All
Sorry, I
right,
didn't mean to
we're
interrupt you
gonna
with your Cobra Kai before. Yeah.
all right, we're gonna move on. It's been 2 weeks since season 6 premiered and dished out 5 episodes, plus a sneak peek at what's to come on one of the specials inside the dojo of Cobra Kai. If you haven't seen it, go check it out on Netflix and check it out the sneak peek stuff for part 2 of season 6. Karate fans, as always, it must be said in every episode because we're always critiquing the show. We love Cobra Kai. We love the Karate Kid universe. So don't let us influence you on the show. We're just fans of the show. As there are millions of other fans out there who have different opinions. Ours, just happens to coincide with this podcast. We're fans of the show as well. So, there may be some bad opinions. There may be some good opinions. Okay. Doesn't mean you have to shit on the show like we do. We love the show.
We love the show. Yes, we do.
So if you heard, yes, we do. So if you heard any of the breakdown episodes in the past, or if you're new here, we are massive Karate Kid and Cobra Kai fans, as you all know, and we decided we're going to rewatch the shows on Netflix and break down the episodes scene by scene and tell you what we thought about them. You are more than likely welcome to follow along and rewatch the show with us, as some of our friends are doing the same thing and listening to a podcast as well. There will be spoilers, and at times we do tend to add in trivia or ask the question for you to ponder over, like his favorite inspirational movie of the 80s. And that's what we do here. If you want to go back and listen to past episodes about Cobra Kai when we thought about them, I suggest go back and listen to episode 154 and then continue on from there. Okay, so now, the third season of Cobra Kai was released on Netflix on January 1st, 2021, and consisted of 10 episodes. This is the first season to be released on Netflix after YouTube decided to sell the series following the first 2 seasons. YouTube ordered the season in 2019 and initially set a 2020 release date, which was delayed after Netflix acquisition. YouTube renewed Cobra Kai for a third season in May 2019, but the following year, Sony Pictures Television, the series distribution company, was looking to move the series to a different platform ahead of the season's release. At the time, it was said that YouTube was willing to release the third season, but was not interested in renewing it for a fourth because the platform changed its model from streaming video on demand to advertising-based video on demand, and as a result, was shifting its focus from scripted programming to unscripted, basically reality. Netflix and Hulu were named as potential buyers for the season. In June 2020, the series was moving to Netflix. Josh Hill, John Hurwitz, and Hayden Schlossberg returned as executive producers for the season through their production company, Counterbalance Entertainment, while Will Smith, Big Willie, James Lasseter, and Caleb Pinkett served as executive producers through the Overbrook Entertainment production company. In addition, the series stars Macho and Zabka were co-executive producers. Ahead of the third season's release, Netflix renewed the series for a fourth season. So we get season 3, and then we get Toad. Yeah, season 4. Great. Madison Gate Records released a digital soundtrack album January 8, 2021, entitled Cobra Kai Season 3, soundtrack from the Netflix original series to accompany the third season. I'm going to download that playlist on Spotify soon. A 2 CD deluxe edition soundtrack featuring 19 additional bonus tracks was released by La La Land Records on January 19th. Leo Berenberg and Zach Robinson continue to serve as composers for the third season. Berenberg and Robinson stated in an interview that they wish to bring an 80s feel to the soundtrack and took inspiration from bands such as X Japan and Dragon Force. The track Miyagi Metal incorporated themes from the original Karate Kid soundtrack composed by Bill Conti. Oh, can't wait to hear those songs. Alright, so Season 3, Episode 1, titled Aftermath, directed by John Hurwitz, Hayden Schlossberg, written by Josh Hield, John Hurwitz, and Hayden Schlossberg, written and directed by the creators of the show. You gotta love when they start doing like every episode 1 and 2. Like, all right, we're back on the helm again. Let's go. Let's try to do this. Synopsis: Miguel's fighting for his life. Robbie's missing, and Johnny's reputations are in tatters. As the community reacts to the West Valley High School karate war between Cobra Kai and Miyagi-Do. Oh yes, the community. Don't you just love the community? And the karate wars that are happening within the community. Karate thugs, karate gangbangers. Alright, cold open. 2 weeks after the event of the second season finale, Miguel has a dream sequence of the next All Valley competition, in which he is fighting for his life, which then cuts to a flashback of Miguel getting kicked off the balcony. A news reporter named Maria Michaels, played by Millie M., is covering the events at West Valley High School of the all-out karate riot, which is billed as a violent karate clash, interviewing Liz Matthews, a parent and children, and Leonard Johnson, a local resident, who heard there was a karate fight at the mall a couple months back and thought that karate died in the 80s, and who now fears the large presence of the karate gangs in their communities. while also showing a group of students led by Moon holding a peaceful gathering and pleading to, "We don't have to punch, let's just have some brunch and be friends."
I love Moon.
The report ends with the insight that later that night, the school administrators are holding a community meeting for people to express their concerns. I love Moon also.
Me too.
Like, I love the fact that he said, I thought karate died in the 80s. Yeah, same. But, you know, it was a thing in the 80s. All martial arts movies were in the 80s. Best of the best. What's it called? I don't think Three Ninjas was in the 80s, but it tried to come back. American Dragon, Bloodsport, all karate movies. They're like, oh shit, I thought karate died in the 80s. Nope. It just got better. Meanwhile, the camera zooms out of the TV screen to show two bartenders at Frankie O's Bar and Grill, worried about drunken Johnny Lawrence, who was refusing to pay his bill as he was getting charged for light beer when he had ordered Coors Banquet, which he insists he did not drink. What's a Coors Banquet?
I have no idea.
Neither do I.
But really? I mean, how is a Coors Banquet and a Coors Light? I mean, like, they're not going to be different pricing. I mean, that was my thought. Like, it's not going to be a different price. So,
what's the difference there?
Johnny was drinking the Coors Light.
If anybody knows what a Coors Banquet is, let us know.
It's probably dark. It's probably dark. That's my thought. A dark beer.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm just guessing.
The manager threatens to call the cops on him when Johnny notices the news. A story about runaway Robbie Keane catches his attention, finding out he has been expelled from school. The story progresses to talk about Miguel Diaz, who is in a coma, but just as they are about to say the prognosis, two men change the news to baseball, where the Los Angeles Dodgers are playing at the bottom of the ninth. Johnny gets visibly upset, ordering them, Juan, played by Gabriel G. Rod Rodriguez, and Hector, played by Bobby Hernandez, both stunt performers, to change it back, which Juan suggests Johnny should check his phone, to which Johnny replies he cannot, as he has thrown it away. I threw it away. That's like, they're not.
Who does that?
Who does that? Who throws their phone away?
Right?
Pissed off and throws it out into the beach, and right before someone's about to add him on Facebook.
I love that you mentioned that, because my thought, we never said anything about it, but when that last episode ended and I saw that, I was like, oh my God, she's going to be on the show. She's going to be on the show. When I first saw this, yeah, that was my thought.
Question is when? When is she going to be
Did you think she was going to, they'd have her on the show? Did you think so?
I figured, they're going to have her on the show. Yes, finally. And
I think everybody was talking about it. Oh my God, she's going to be, or have an appearance or cameo or whatever.
She's going to join the show. I thought she was going to join for good and be a part of it. But really, where would they put her?
Well, the thing is I don't know. It's not in these two episodes, though. I think it's the next episode. Darn it. Okay, never mind. We'll talk about Allie in the episode 3.
We'll talk about Allie in a few
episode
in a few
3.
weeks.
Yeah, I'm not saying she's on episode 3, but there's something I have to say about it.
Okay. Johnny walks over to them as they proceed to make fun of him, commenting on his hygienic appearance and smell. Johnny starts getting aggressive, but the game ends and the two men walk to their car and Johnny attacks them. However, in his drunken state, he is unable to fight them both and ends up losing the fight. They call the cops on him and he gets arrested. The Cobra Kai logo appears when they are taking his mugshots. Oh, Johnny. Oh, Johnny. Over at the school, the LaRusso parents are outraged that Sam has gotten a 2-week suspension. Ready to complain at the school administrators' meeting, especially the school board. Daniel points out that at least the girl who started the fight, Tori, got expelled, to which Amanda replies that Tori should be in Shawshank. Oof. Damn. Jeez Louise.
She's a little mad or a little upset. She's a lot upset. Amanda's pretty pissed off.
Shawshank.
Yeah.
She continues to say that everyone is against them and the dealership is a ghost town, believing that their name had become poison after their karate student, Robbie, kicked the competition, Miguel, over a railing. Amanda apologized for being aggressive, saying that she is on edge, to which Daniel then apologizes for getting them into this mess and promises to get them out. See? Daniel is apologizing for getting them into a mess. This is Daniel's fault.
When I first saw this, I was like, how the hell is he going to fix this? This is a mess. Like, I was thinking there's no way. There's no way this can be fixed. Any of it. And how aggressive all those community people are at them, too.
Yeah. I love that part.
I was like, holy crap. Yeah. Did you, you forgot to mention Amanda's, what did she say about Tori? Dime Store Freddy Krueger. That's what she called her.
Dime Store Freddy Krueger, yeah.
I laugh every time she says that. I know, it's awful. Sorry.
Great. A brass knuckle thing. Dime Store Freddy Krueger. Yeah.
Dime Store Freddy Krueger. That's like, I don't know, but I really like Amanda in this episode.
Pissed off mom, of course.
She is. She's pissed off. She's like very defensive of her daughter, which she has every right to be. Every right to be. I would be. That would be me. That would be me. So yeah, I love her in this episode.
At the meeting, parents are outraged that the fight broke out by the lack of teacher interference because there weren't any teachers there. Like
exactly what they say. Where the hell are all the teachers?
Like 5 teachers that were there that I counted.
But they explained why they weren't there.
Another parent yells about the neckbeard teacher that beat up the kids, referring to Stingray. Principal Lopez responds that with last they heard, Stingray is on probation and not allowed within 500 feet of any child. 500 feet of any
Stingray.
Child. This is, and considering that it's season 6, something is going on there. Like, this is like years still. This is like a few years in. This is like next year probably. That we're.
How long did he say? How long did they say he couldn't be within 500 feet?
They didn't say how long. They just he's on probation.
So apparently it was whatever, 2 years, a year.
So far it's been like I say it was like a year.
I don't know what would be season 3 to season 6. 3, 2,
like a year. Because season 1 through 2 through 3 is like a year also.
I think we've had this discussion, haven't we?
Yes,
like the whole summer, and are they sophomores? And yeah.
So season 1 is the first school year. The second season it's the summer. Third season it's the second school year.
But they are seniors in season 6.
Are they? Okay.
Right. I think so. Or are they juniors? See, now you have me second. No, they're seniors. Yeah, they're seniors. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Yeah, seniors. Yeah. Yes, they are. Yes, I confirm they are seniors in season 6. Yes.
Okay.
Why
still that loud?
Are you questioning my judgment?
No, I'm questioning Stingray being around children.
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out, how long. So yeah, obviously not too long if they're seniors. Went from sophomore to not very long.
He beat up some kids at school, and then in season 6, we're not allowed to talk about it. Not yet. Like, we'll give you guys another week.
Well, he beats up. I feel like he's beaten up several kids throughout the series. Let's just put it that way.
True. Okay.
He really has. They all think he's cool. Anyways, so yeah.
Stingray is cool.
No, okay. It's just because you're manifesting, or not manifesting, but
guys,
not the word, not manifesting. You're him, becoming him. I don't know how to say that.
Him. So
one and the same. One and the same.
So everybody on YouTube sees that what they're looking at is me looking like Stingray with the little freaking beard thing going on. Yeah, it's me. So everybody on Spotify or any audio people that are listening, I have what do you call this? I have a Stingray look going on. I have the beard. The beard is it's tied. I have a thing on my beard. So why don't you guys go check out the YouTube and like see what you're missing out on. The Stingray
Oh
look.
my god.
I'm like flipping the script. And like
Hawk
just like
style.
Hawk style, respect.
Oh my god.
So like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this for Halloween, aren't I?
You're gonna be Stingray?
Sure, why not? I'm already here. I'm already halfway there. Let's go.
But I'm not even gonna say anything right now.
I just need a gi. Okay. All right, back to the episode. Liz Matthews asked the school board the question many parents were thinking. How do the parents and students know the school karate war isn't going to happen again? Counselor Blatt responded to these fears by saying the school is starting a new initiative. Hugs, not hits. Which is like dare but works. Okay.
Hugs not drugs. Yeah, hugs not drugs. Isn't that the saying? Hugs not drugs.
No.
So
Yeah, was it?
yeah,
Hugs
not drugs. I swear that's a saying. Don't laugh at me. It's a saying.
Dare?
No, I don't know if it's dare, but I'm saying there is. Never mind.
All right. Principal Lopez reiterates Counselor Blatt's statement in the initiative meeting by saying there is no tolerance for karate whatsoever going forward. Daniel interrupts saying, "You don't need to turn this into some kind of karate footloose." Believing karate is not the main issue and that when he was a student at high school, karate saved him from being bullied. Someone in the crowd quickly says that he heard Daniel was a bully.
As soon as I heard that, I was thinking of you.
And I'm glad you did.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you did.
Yeah.
That was in reference to a video on YouTube by J. Michael Turner, which deconstructs the original film to paint Daniel as the real villain who targets Johnny, steals his girlfriend, and then beats him at his own sport. Will you go watch this? Go watch it.
Already done that. Wait a minute. You demonstrated that you were wrong and I was right a few nights ago. If anyone out there has ever seen his TikToks live on TikTok, if they go into his live, we will see when he is wrong because I tend to call him out on things, and I did that not too long ago, and I was right. We made him show a clip. We made you show a clip of that scene, the Karate Kid scene, and I was right and you were wrong. And we have witnesses. We have people that were in that live. So, just saying.
And also the reason why Barney Stinson on How I Met Your Mother believed that Judge Johnny was wrong and Daniel should have been disqualified for hitting an illegal kick. It's not just me who believed this.
But it's not illegal anymore.
Oh my God. It wasn't. It was illegal at the time. We didn't know that he... Whatever.
But
I
did
will
you
have the
notice
link to the video in the show notes.
Did you notice the 80s reference, though? Footloose. Yeah.
The term karate footloose, just in case nobody got it, but I want to mention it here. Footloose was a 1984 movie that was released in the same year as the original Karate Kid. It was about a teenager who moves into a small town where dancing is illegal. How is dancing illegal?
I don't know. Just probably the same as how would you paint Danny as the bully?
True. Like, I don't know if the second...
It's absurd. It's absurd.
If the remake movie is the same as the original movie...
You haven't seen it?
Like, yeah, I've seen both. Like, but
Oh,
forgot the first movie. In the second movie, they say something about the pastor's son was hit in a car accident because he was out all night dancing.
I think so. I
That
can't remember. I've only seen it once, and that was a while ago. I can't remember.
yeah, it's like, why would
I
you
feel
make
like they were at a dance. Weren't they driving home from a dance or something like that when it happened, right?
why not make
That's,
drinking illegal instead of dancing?
was he drinking?
Yes, they all were. But
It's
either
been a
way,
it's
why
been a
not
long
make
time.
drinking illegal instead of dancing? Why dance? Like, oh my god, that kid has the devil in him. He's dancing. I'm done. Never mind.
That's for another time.
Trying to regain control at the meeting failed even when Principal Lopez says, "Parents, we're all trying to move on and handle this with the most appropriate response." The word appropriate immediately prompts Amanda to say to and ask Principal Lopez and the entire school board, "I'm sorry, tell me how it's appropriate that our daughter got suspended by some dime store critic who nearly tore her face off."
There it is.
There it is. But the crowd once again is annoyed and someone says, "Because he was tramping around with the other girl's boyfriend."
Oh, where are these spectators coming from? That's what I want to know. Like, what
Like
the hell?
they both turn around to look, and Amanda has like, "Who says that? Come and tell it to my face." What? Daniel insists on his daughter's innocence, to which someone else says that Daniel shouldn't get high and mighty. He was the one who taught the student that Miyagi crap, and it was this student who hurt Miguel. Amanda and Daniel both take seats as parents around them continue their outraged shouts. Oh boy.
Who else was waiting for Daniel to correct him?
I was.
I know I was. I was like, aren't you going
Like,
to say anything? That's not his name. What the hell?
like, talk shit about my kid all you want, but don't talk shit about my father. Don't talk shit about Mr. Miyagi. Oh man. I love how he just goes off on somebody talking bad about his sensei. But yeah, my kids are all fair. Just don't talk bad about him. He trained me. Sir, go. What? I'm done. I can't. As he does it again. He does it again in season 6. Like, he does it throughout the seasons. Like, what'd you say about my sensei? What? He'll do it
Mr.
again later.
Miyagi was a very important part of his life. Why? What? Stop it.
Whatever. As Johnny's
Stop.
sitting in jail, he gets recognized by the cop, who then continues to insult Robbie, saying, "Garbage doesn't fall far from the truck." Johnny immediately gets defensive, saying Robbie is nothing like him and is actually a good kid who just made a mistake. His life shouldn't be over as a result of this. The cop retorts, "Tell that to the kid he killed." To which Johnny visibly worries about, asking what he meant. The cop says he isn't a doctor, but 2 weeks in a coma, and the coma usually wins. Oh boy.
That's not true.
Miguel's been in a coma for years. For two
Johnny's been
weeks.
in a coma for years. What, like 30 years or something? So, I mean, come on.
Oh, that's right. Sam is getting ready to go to school, looks in the mirror where at her bandage, and experiences flashback to the moment Tori attacked her arm. She decides to put on a cardigan to hide the bandage. At school, all students have to go through security check to see whether or not students are bringing weapons in. Thanks, Tori. You ruined it for everybody. Hawk remarks to Mitch and Bert that it is their year and attempts to hit on a trio of freshman girls by offering them his services as a bodyguard. However, one of the girls, Stacy, played by Marcel LeBlanc, quickly makes fun of him, saying, "He who wets the bed and got kicked into the trophy case." Yeah, we know. She then turns to Dimitri and greets him with a smile. Dimitri, Chris, and Daniel have a small showdown with Hawk, Mitch, and Bert until the counselor walks past them and breaks it up. Moon walks into view with the return of Yasmin. Yay!
Yasmin has missed so much.
She remarks that she went to Paris for the summer and the losers are running the school. Moon asks her to be a little nicer because half the school knows karate now.
Right?
Yasmin asks if that makes Aisha queen bitch, but Moon states that after this fight, her parents moved her to a private school. Sam is clearly distraught as she walks into the school, looks around, and it's already being talked about. She goes to walk to the stairs Miguel fell on. She has a flashback of the fall. Dimitri snaps her out of it, and she runs out of the school.
Poor Sam.
Oh my God. California state law would require that nearly every student involved in the fight seen at the end of season 2 would be expelled, especially those involved in bringing weapons into the school and assaulting teachers. With the exception of Tori and Miguel, all of the students from the fight are back in school, seemingly with no consequences or repercussions. Bad children.
And this is where we would have written this differently.
Oh, we forgot about the school fights. Yeah, sure.
Everything's good now.
Everything's good. Don't worry
Hugs,
about
not
it.
hits. That'll make such a difference.
Also, Sam being talked about in her second year of high school when last year in season 1, she was already being talked about due to Skylar spreading rumors about her. Maybe the parent who said she was trapping around did have an influence on what these kids thinking about her now.
Poor Sam.
Yeah. There you go. At the LaRusso dealership, Danny's still looking for Robbie, phoning shelters and such to see if anyone has seen him. Brett Ert is back as Louie and back at the dealership as well. You know, he couldn't skip out on Anthony.
Oh, I'm so glad he's back.
He tells Mr. and Mrs. Boss. Yeah, I know, right? He tells Mr. and Mrs. Boss LaRusso that he found something they need to see, but not to worry, it's not porn this time.
Darn it.
Amanda walking in, like, why are you watching porn? Oh my God. Amanda says she can't believe they hired him back. Daniel says that he was the first one at the door when Sam got hurt. Just as the mom always say, you always help family. Louis then tells him that as he was taking inventory, he noticed a car was missing, a 1993 Dodge Grand Caravan, which has been gone a couple of weeks. Amanda and Danny think that Robbie took it as he knew the gate code. Amanda says they should call the cop as all their cars have GPS trackers in them so they can track them down. Danny, however, wants to go look for Robbie himself, saying that if the cops find him before he turns himself in things, it will be a lot worse for Robbie. Danny instructs Louis to find the VIN number and text him the location of GPS. Louis says if it was him, he would have taken a Ferrari, which worries Amanda even more. Like, thanks for telling us what you would have done. You're still fired. Johnny gets dropped off at the hospital by his bail bondsman, Rusty, played by Brian Hibbert, who threatens Johnny if he misses his court date. Johnny mocks him, calling him bruh. It's like, all right, bruh. Like, he's not used to this type of language. Bruh. Miguel still having the dream sequence of the fight at the next All Valley, interspersed with flashbacks of the fight. His mother and grandmother speaking to him, which a nurse tells him he can hear, just talk about things he loves. Yaya grabs his hand and whispers him that she thinks the Dodgers are going to make the playoffs, but they'll fuck it up as usual. They both tell him they love him as we still get inside Miguel's conscious dream of losing a point in the dream match. Johnny tries to visit Miguel, but since he is in the ICU, the nurse tells him unless he has family, a doctor or a patient, he is unable to visit him. He tried to get the nurse to break the rules, but be a bad girl. Come on, do it. Can you be a bad girl and do it for once?
Oh my God.
She denies him. But the way he's like trying to flirt with her, is, come on, be a bad girl. Do it for me. Yeah? No? Alright. You're no fun. Boo. Danny's tracking down Robbie, but GPS only leads him to the box, which Robbie had taken out of the car. He calls Amanda, who asks if there was any place nearby that he could have gone, and Danny believes there is one. Johnny sees the doctor's coat laying around and goes to the bathroom to try it on. However, someone comes out of their stall already asking Johnny a medical question, but then when he sees Johnny's face, he remarks, "You're not a doctor," and continues on his way. Yeah, of course. Johnny, knowing that he couldn't pass off as a doctor, throws the coat in the trash. He remembers that patients could go into the ICU and decides to headbutt a napkin dispenser to bloody his head. He goes to the nurse saying he needs to see a doctor. I love it. It's like, the only way to solve this is by hurting himself.
He cares about Miguel. He wants to see Miguel.
He truly does.
He does.
Daniel, meanwhile, arrives at Miyagi-Do Karate, where he sees a takeout container from In-N-Out Burger thinking it's Robbie. He walks through the panels to the backyard to see Sam. He asks if she's with Robbie, to which she says no, and asks in return if he's heard from him. Danny says no and questions why she's not at school. Sam said she wasn't ready, with everybody staring at her. Danny and her then have a heart-to-heart. Sam saying that being in a fight as a girl, everyone thinks you are crazy whether you win or lose, and that she's really scared for Miguel and Robbie. Danny reassures her that it's not her fault, saying it was his own, as if it wasn't for him and Johnny, there wouldn't have been a fight at all. Sam then says, "I thought we were the good guys," to which Danny reassures her that they are, since they try to be, which is the most important. Danny then says that you can't run away from problems, as he can't from his, and hugs Sam. Can't run away from problems, guys.
Nope.
Nope. I love how, like, the first thing he does is, like, ask Sam where Robbie is. Not the first question being, like, what are you doing here? Why aren't you at school? Is Robbie with you? Like, geez, Dad, what the hell?
What? That's so. I didn't understand that either. Like, why would he even ask that? Like, what would make him ask that? For one, he's nowhere around, and number two, like, why aren't you a little more concerned about your daughter? What's going on there? I mean, again, I know it's him, and feel like him and Johnny are like, they're so consumed with guilt over all of this, but like, there's other people like Sam, your daughter, that, you know, need some comforting there.
And Carmen, who needs some comforting also. But he's over there like,
yes,
let me go check on Miguel real quick, who's not up yet.
Yeah, but she does not. But he was trying to get in there, sneak in there, and see him because she wouldn't. She didn't want him there. She didn't allow him there. So.
And why isn't he worried about his son more than Miguel?
I know. That kind of bothers me too.
Johnny's getting stitches. The nurse says that he needs to be kept overnight as there is blood in his urine, which he says is normal after a fight. A little jam in the lemonade, you know. We'll go away in 2 to 3 days. That's a little jam in the lemonade. It'll go away in 2 to 3 days. He then shows him a large bruising on his back and thinks a little Bengay should fix that, right? To which both nurses leave, telling him to wait there. He then goes and visits Miguel. He talks to him, saying that he only wanted to help him, but he instead failed him, apologizing and saying that he needs to pull through and just has to keep fighting, not give up, and reassures him that he knows Miguel is capable of winning. This bitch is given while Miguel's having another dream sequence of the All Valley. Miguel's nurse comes by and tells Johnny only families allowed in here, and Johnny leaves. So Miguel's fight in his dream, he's obviously fighting for his life, and he wants to finish his fight. So in his dream sequence, he probably thinks it's real because when you're severely sick, I had COVID like back last year, you tend to have these vivid dreams that seem real. So to him, he has to finish this dream out. He's fighting. He hears doctors, his mom and grandma, they're all telling him the same thing. Fight, fight, fight. So he's fighting. But now that Johnny's there, he hears his sensei. He's getting that voice in his head telling him to fight. And it's like, oh, my sensei is back. Let me go and do this now. and he tries. Daniel goes back to Cobra Kai Dojo looking for Johnny so that he can help to find Robbie, but instead finds a cutout poster of Kreese, the same one from back in the Karate Kid 3 movie that was laying around. Kreese comes out from the back and says they're close. Daniel gets spooked, thinking that he was gone. Kreese says Johnny's not here right now, but he will be back. Continue on about the fight. He says it was a shame what happened, but he doesn't blame Robbie, as there's no such thing as a bad student. Wink, wink. Always a bad teacher. Going back to what Daniel said in season 1.
Uh-huh.
You know what they say, there's no such thing as a bad student. He remarks how it must have hurt that Miyagi's name is being dragged through the mud, wishing he could see the look on that little bastard's face. Again, Daniel.
I was so pissed off when he said that.
Daniel gets stirred. How dare you talk about my father?
Well, come on, have respect for him. Doesn't even matter. Like, oh, I don't like Kreese. Have I said that?
Yes.
I don't like him.
Yeah. Yes. He states that Miyagi beat Kreese on multiple occasions. Kreese says that he will fight him, but that Johnny and Kreese will finish it this time. Danny says that he won't do anything as long as he's around, and here we go. And Kreese finishes by telling Danny that he knows where Kreese can be found. Who wrote this? Danny? I'm like thinking Daniel? Okay, his name is not Danny, it's Daniel. What are you doing? And Kreese finishes by telling Daniel that he knows where Kreese can be found. I love how Daniel just like, as long as I'm around. Yeah.
Yeah,
Again,
really? What are you going to do with this, with Kreese? Kreese is a psycho. Like, what, really? What do you think you're going to do? We all thought he was, you all thought he was dead for, or this person has, like, faked his death, like, I don't know, 3 times. He never dies. It's like Cobra Kai. Like, seriously, he comes back.
Never dies.
Right.
Of course, Kreese likes to push buttons, but we're probably seeing the seed planted here. Kreese is saying stuff that could come true for the ending of season 6, either in part 2 or part 3. Him and Johnny are going to end this. Sam is back in school going through security with 3 girls. When 3 girls are giggling at her, she confronts them and tells them to say something to her face. Do it! Say it to her face. That's what she saw. Not a damn thing to say. Good for Sam.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Daniel's waiting by Johnny's complex, saying that he has 2 black eyes and asking what happened to him. Johnny asks what he wants. Daniel says he went to the Cobra Kai dojo and saw his old sensei there after thinking that Kreese was gone, asking what had happened. Johnny says he has a headache and doesn't want to talk about it, rather wanting some sleep. Danny says he has a lead on Robbie and that he's been trying to find him, to which Johnny stops and turns around. They bury the hatchet and team up to look for Robbie. This is happening during Daniel saying this whole thing happened because of them. They can't let the kids suffer over their issues. The only way to end this is by working together. And they play over visuals as Robbie as a runaway and Sam getting over her fear of the stairs and a flashback of when Tori clawed her arm. Miguel seems to be in distress, his heart rate high as he's having a dream sequence of the All Valley fight, which he wins and then wakes up. The end credits are a dedication for Rob Garrison, who passed away months after his episode was aired with the word, Cobra Kai never dies. End scene. I love that. Like, alright, so Daniel and Johnny are like, this is our fault.
Let's fix it.
Let's fix it. This is our fault. Let's try and fix it, because they don't fix anything.
Right. Let's try and fix it.
Let's try and fix it.
But they're working But I love the fact that they're going to work together. I loved Daniel's speech to him.
Yeah, of course.
And did you
Johnny is
notice what?
and Johnny is just like, oh, okay, whatever you say, bud.
Well, Johnny's probably still hungover from those Coors Lights, not banquets.
Not banquet. Okay. Did I notice what?
Oh no, I was just gonna say that. Did you notice that Sam rose above the thoughts that were trying to make her angry and afraid? That's where the affirmation came there.
Oh yes, there it goes.
It was Sam and actually even Dimitri would have been another one. Yeah, most of the kids. Yeah.
I love how she got over her fear of stairs.
Yes. Oh yeah. That she's. I mean, I would be freaking out myself.
I can't climb these stairs anymore. Something tragic and traumatic happened.
Oh, well, come on. They're going to tell me that that's never happened to you? Come on.
I'm not going to be afraid of stairs.
I didn't say stairs. I meant... Okay, we're not even going to discuss this.
We're not, okay.
Because you know you're going to be wrong. And we don't want to do that.
Badass moment. What do you think was the badass moment of the episode? Couldn't find one. I really couldn't find one here.
Honestly, I watched this episode a couple times and I could not find a badass moment in there. I couldn't. No. All
right, so favorite moment.
But then again, it's episode 1. They always start out slow.
Yeah, they always start out slow.
I feel.
Season 2 and this season they start out slow. Like, all right, let's just tell a story. The fallout of what happened the last season, the last episode, and even on season 1, the fallout of what happened on season 1 to 2. So yeah. So here's the same thing. It started off as slow. The episode 1 started off slow. Miguel is over in his dreamland, in a coma, fighting for his life, like internally fighting for his life. Daniel and Johnny are both guilty. They both feel guilty that they like last said in the last episode. They both have a sense of guilt because they're both parents and they both messed up. Sam dealing with her own demons, the stairs.
It's not just the stairs. Stop making light of this.
And
she got the crap beat out of her. She probably thought she was gonna die. That's probably that's how scared she was. Like Tori was,
Dime store Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
But and then being there with what happened to Miguel. I mean, come on. He fell off 2 flights of stairs. He fell or got kicked out. I mean, come on. You're going to tell me you would not be scared of some stairs yourself, sir? Come on.
No.
That's traumatic. You don't know until you're in that situation. You go be in that situation and then tell me. Come back and tell me.
What else?
What was your favorite moment?
Oh, the return of Louis.
Okay.
Like we get Louis back. I was like, no shit. I love that.
That was your favorite. Okay, I gotcha. Well, mine was Amanda. I feel like Amanda was a little badass in there. She was just a little bit.
Showing signs of, hey, don't talk bad about my kid.
Yeah, exactly.
Like looking up at whoever says that, I'm judging you. Just like let you know. Louis coming back, I just felt like he needed to be in season 2, but like he fucked up. Um,
I do like that Louis came back, actually.
Aisha is gone.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I was really, really, really freaked out at the end before they showed Miguel waking up. I was like yelling at the TV. Like when they
Oh
showed
my.
the part where I was like, is he gonna make it? They made it almost look like he wasn't gonna make it, and then all of a sudden because he flatlined, I believe, for a
Right.
second. Yeah, code or whatever it was, code blue, right?
Code red.
Right, code blue.
Something.
Was it?
Yeah.
Is it
Around
code
there.
red? Code blue? Oh, code something. I'm not a doctor. I don't know. Sorry.
I'm not a doctor either. I don't know. What's her face? Jasmine came back, of course. That was,
We lost Aisha and got Yasmin. What the hell, people?
yeah, but like the
Writers
fact that she
thinking there.
the fact that she missed out on season 2, like the entire summer, where like everybody's showing each other respect because, like, oh, we're gonna freaking fight each other, and then she comes back to like trying to make fun of people, but Moon's all like, "Hey, we don't do that here. we keep it down, okay? Like half the school know karate,
Right?
like calm down with your queen bitch shit, no more." And she's all like, "Ugh, fine." So like, if this is Yasmin now, like I can't wait for the entire season where she just like tries to make fun of people and just like, we're gonna kick your ass. But you're right. It was a slow episode, but it established some things. So yeah, I'm not mad about it. Not a favorite episode, of course. First episode not going to be anyone's favorite. But still, it established something.
It did.
All right. You ready to go?
Ready when you are.
That's going to do it for this episode. That is going to do it for this episode. Join us next week for another scene by scene episode breakdown of season 3 of Cobra Kai on Netflix. Thank you for supporting, listening to the podcast, join the TikTok live, and being a huge part of my third place community. Let us know if you want to watch us live on Riverside. We would love to have you in the chat and interact with you at the same time. So, tell your friends. Join us next time for more behind the scenes stories, movies, and TV show reviews. I'm Evo.
I'm Brandy.
And remember,
strike first, strike hard.
No mercy.
No mercy.
No mercy. See y'all later. Bye.